As Hirokazu comes from upstairs, while going downstairs, the devil hunters realize something is wrong. Himino asks Kobeni to make the peace sign and not move. Himino then goes downstairs, but she also comes out from upstairs. Aki enters one of the rooms. He notices that on the other side of the window is another room. He goes into it and then leaves through the door, but finds himself on the same 8th floor opposite the room he just entered. Denji confirms it too, saying that the room on the other side of the windows leads to the room directly across them. Aki then realizes they are stuck on the 8th floor. They attempt many things, but in the end, conclude that it must be a devil's trick. They can't leave the 8th floor either by going up or down the stairs. The windows lead to the rooms across them and the elevators don't work. Going through the ceiling also results in going back to the 8th floor. Denji blames Power for killing the head demon as it may have sealed them before it died, but she immediately states he made her kill him, which Denji denies. Aki explains that can't be true as the devil's power will disappear with the death of the devil. Himino states it's the first time she had seen a devil use such tricks. Hirokazu guesses that other devil hunters will come to help them, but Himino hopes they don't end up in the same trap as them. Kobeni cries, stating they will all die. She was forced to be a sex worker or devil hunter, as her family needs money to send her smart brother to university. Seeing her cry, Power starts laughing at her. Aki notices that the clocks all stopped at 8:18 and guesses the devil can stop the time on the 8th floor, and likely no one will come to save them. Denji gets happy as that would mean he can sleep as much as he wants. Hirokazu calls him an idiot as they are stuck there forever. Denji states that may or may not be true and to wake him up when they figure it out. After a while, Himino wakes up Denji and tells him that while he slept, they figured that the water supply and electricity are still working. They also managed to get some food left by customers who had run away. Aki refuses to rest and keeps looking for the devil. Hirokazu was supposed to go with Aki, but he is too scared and locked himself in a room. Kobeni went crazy, wanting to even drink from the toilet, and Himino had to knock her out. Power has nothing else to do, so she is only thinking about a Nobel Prize, and how humans will treat her like a god after she wins it. She will then become a prime minister and make the consumption tax 100%. Denji states that Power is always like that, so Himino relaxes. While looking after Hirokazu and Kobeni, Himino lights her last cigarette. Denji notes she smokes the same brand as Aki, and Himino explains that she taught him how to smoke. At some point earlier, Himino asks Aki if he is smoking, but he denies it as it's bad for his health. As Aki doesn't want to make friends, Himino guesses he became a devil hunter as he wants to kill the gun devil. Since devil hunters die young, it doesn't matter if cigarettes harm their health. Aki states he won't die easily, and Himino hopes that's the case as it's too much trouble when a teammate dies. Later, Aki sees a woman slapping Himino, who then explains that she was the girlfriend of a former teammate. As those family members can't take it on the devil, they usually take it on the devil hunters. Aki then goes after the woman and puts gum in her hair. He tells Himino that she should fight back when people hurt her. Himino is surprised but starts laughing. Later, while having dinner, Himino gives a cigarette to Aki, hoping that if they are going to be teammates for a while that he starts to smoke. Aki accepts, stating it will be the only cigarette in his life. Back on the 8th floor, Aki returns to the group and asks Himino if she has a cigarette, but she tells him she is currently smoking her last one. Aki then approaches her and wants the cigarette, and she gives it to him. Denji then blames them for an indirect kiss, but they ignore him. Aki states he has bad news. The devil they killed is getting bigger and bigger. They hear something in the hallway and come out and see the hallway is blocked by a pile of flesh with eyes, arms, etc. The devil then calls them stupid humans and it wants to have a contract with them. The devil wants to eat Denji, dead or alive, and it will let all others leave unharmed. Kobeni then comes out of the room, holding a knife and telling Denji to let the devil eat him. She rushes at Denji, but Aki disarms her and Himino knocks her down. Aki tries using the fox devil, but as he can't summon him, he guesses the place is completely secluded from the outside world, while the fox devil is in Kyoto. Himino then uses her ghost devil, eating parts of the devil. The devil screams it hurts, but ends up becoming bigger. The devil states they are wasting their time as this isn't his real body, his heart isn't there and this is only his stomach. The devil again asks them to make a contract with him. Denji guesses that it will still kill everyone, but Himino explains that as long as they abide by the contract, the devil will have to do it too and whoever breaks it first, will die. Hirokazu also comes out and suggests they kill Denji or they will die too. Aki states since the devil want Denji dead, It must be beneficial to it somehow, so he refuses. Himino also refuses, but Power is fine killing him since if she can't leave, she can't win her Nobel Prize. Aki states that a fiend can't form a contract, so if she kills Denji, the devil doesn't need to keep his word. The group spends some more time thinking. Aki states that if necessary, he will use his sword, but Himino forbids him. Denji wonders why, but Himino states that if it comes to it, she will rather kill Denji than let Aki use his sword. Hirokazu sees that all the food is gone. He sees Power chewing, but she denies it, stating that Denji ate it all. Kobeni then shows up and blames Power's powers for being unable to leave. Hirokazu tries to calm her, but she guesses he must be a spy for being on the devil's side. Power confirms it, but Hirokazu denies being a spy. Kobeni however approaches him, yelling he is a spy, causing him to be scared of her. The devil outside then grows bigger and starts chasing Aki, Himino, and Denji, wanting Denji and stating it expands from fear. The devil states only he can kill Chainsaw and that he is Eternity Devil. The floor then turns 90 degrees. Hirokazu and Kobeni yell at Aki and Himino to kill Denji. Aki decides to use his sword, but Himino uses her devil on him to stop him. She explains that if he uses his sword, they will get out, but the contract he made will shorten his life, so she cannot allow it. Hirokazu jumps on Denji and Kobeni attempts to stab him, but Aki manages to move and protects Denji with his body, allowing himself to be stabbed. Aki states he doesn't care if Denji gets killed, but Denji wants to kill the gun devil and Aki can't do it alone. Even if he has less time to live, Aki needs as many devil hunters and won't let Denji die. Denji asks Power if she can stop Aki's bleeding. Power explains she can control her blood and controlling someone else is difficult, but if Aki dies, she will lose the one who cooks for her. Guessing that Aki can die, Himino loses her cool and starts wondering what they will do. Kobeni states it's not her fault, but Denji, who could have avoided all this if he let the devil eat him. Denji then states he will let the devil eat him, but he will still fight him and if he has a chance, he will kill him, so Himino shouldn't forget her promise about the kiss. Denji guesses the devil is afraid of the chainsaw, which is why it asks them to kill him. As the devil was screaming in pain when Himino was attacking him, Denji guesses he will give him hell and force it to kill itself. Denji is annoyed that Aki did this for him and states that once they are out, they will be even. Pulling his cord, Denji then jumps into the hallway towards the Eternity Devil. He fights him, slashing and cutting everything he could see, but he also receives injuries from the devil, who adds that it's pointless to cut him as his heart isn't there. Power adds that if Denji keeps losing blood, his chainsaw will retract. The Eternity Devil laughs at Denji, stating that the chainsaw had become weaker. Due to the loss of blood, Denji's chainsaw arms retract, but he bites the Eternity Devil and drinks its blood. He notes that even bad-tasting blood tastes good when he sees the agony of the Eternity Devil. Seeing Denji's crazy fight, Himino recalls a conversation with Kishibe at Sahara's grave. He tells her that devils fear the devil hunters with a few screws loose. Sahara was quite sane, which is why he died. The same with Kanochi, Subaru, and Sasaki. Sane people fear the devil's attack, and that fear makes the devil stronger. Kishibe asks if Aki is also sane, but Himino states that no sane person will try killing the gun devil. Later, Himino asks Aki if he wants to become a civilian devil hunter with her. She explains she got a good offer and they can keep their lifestyle. Aki is fine continuing to meet up, but he is not interested in being a civilian devil hunter. Himino is sure that if Aki fights the gun devil, he will die, because he is cool, gentle and normal, like everyone else. The Eternity Devil knocks Denji and believes it won. Himino pulls his cord with her ghost devil arm. Denji then stands up and states he got an idea. If he keeps cutting him and drinking its blood, then that's a perpetual motion machine. Seeing how crazy Denji is, Himino starts to believe he may be able to kill the gun devil. 3 days later, Denji still fights the Eternity Devil. Himino goes to Aki and lies with him in bed, telling him that it is over. The Eternity Devil exposes his weakness, saying it's his heart and asks Denji to kill it as it no longer can bear the pain. Denji is surprised it's already over, but cuts the devil and kills it. The devil hunters leave the hotel. Denji holds a gun devil's piece. As he feels good, he ends up falling but Himino captures him and realizes he fell asleep. Himino states that they will take Aki and Denji to the hospital and Kobeni and Hirokazu should report to the sector. Sometime later, Himino speaks with Aki and wants to have a newbie welcome party. She explains that Division 4 have never gathered together before and they can use it to bond together. They also may be able to solve the problem that Kobeni and Hirokazu want to leave. Not only do they fear the devils, but they also likely regret that they tried to kill Denji. Aki states if they are doing it, it has to be this week since he wants to invite Makima too, who will be going on a work trip next week. Himino wonders what Denji is as the devils seem to know something about him. She also wonders why Makima cares so much about Denji. Usually, Makima travels a lot, but lately, she is staying in Tokyo and Himino wonders if it's because of Denji and if she knows his secret. Division 4 gathers for a drink. Aki notes that Fushi didn't bring his fiend, but Fushi states it's not that rational-like power. Kobeni arrives a bit late, and Makima said she will come later. While looking at the menu, Denji recalls his promised kiss from Himino and she states she will give him one when she gets a bit drunker. The newbies introduce themselves and Denji reveals he is 16 and loves eating and sleeping. Hirokazu reveals he is 22 years old, he has a contract with the Fox Devil and his hobby is haiku. Denji notes that he has the same devil contract as Aki, who explains that the Fox Devil is friendly with humans and has lots of contracts with devil hunters. Himino adds that only handsome people can use the Fox Devil's head. Kobeni then introduces herself, being 20, but her devil contract is a secret. She also likes eating tasty food. They ask Fushi where is his newbie and Fushi reveals he died yesterday. They proceed to explain that the devils that can't be handled by the civilian devil hunters are passed to the public safety, and people die easily. Himino states that Denji won't die as he is waiting for a kiss from her. Another member explains that Himino had kissed everyone except the newbies and for sure she will kiss them too. Denji gets excited he will be getting a guaranteed kiss. Makima shows up and overhears Denji and wonders if he will be kissing anyone. Denji then denies it. Himino then wonders if he no longer wants her kiss, but Denji states he does wants it. Denji is then torn, not wanting Makima to see him kiss Himino, but he wants a French kiss from Himino. He decides to change the subject and tells Makima that he found a gun devil's piece, but she had heard about it already. Aki adds that more devils with gun devil's pieces are appearing and one even targeted Denji. He wonders if Makima knows something about Denji. Makima states she will tell him if he can outdrink her. Himino decides to join them and the three start drinking beer after beer. One of the members is impressed that Power can suppress her violent urges. Power states it's because she has a very high IQ. The member is surprised that's the reason and wonders what her IQ is. Power states it's 100, but as the member says she has the same, Power then changes her IQ to 120. The member notes that Fushi has a high IQ and he reveals it's 134. Power then notes her IQ is 500 or 1000. Himino then turns and starts kissing Denji. He gets excited, feeling her tongue, but then feels something else. He then realizes that Himino is throwing up in his mouth.
見られちゃった。マキマさんに見られた。でもなんだこの感触が舌気持ちいい柔らかい柔らかいなんだこれ舌口の中でとろけてるぞ舌じゃないゲロだ
Everyone sees them and starts to laugh. Power adds that Denji has the habit of swallowing anything with nutrition in his mouth and at that moment Denji ends up swallowing the vomit. Denji recalls his young days while he was looking at the trash cans for food. As he eats anything he finds, he sees some rats eating some drunk guy's vomit and laughs it must be quite shameful. Denji is vomiting in the bathroom. Hirokazu is helping him and notes he is good at helping because his mother got drunk each day after work. He is the envy of Denji as unlike him, Hirokazu has no talent for being a devil hunter. Denji tells him to look at him as his first kiss was with vomit and there is nothing to envy him for. After the meeting, Himino takes Denji as he is unable to walk home. He ends up waking up at night wanting water. Himino gets on him and gives him some beer with her mouth. She wonders why is Denji there and if she bring him here. Denji feels sick and dizzy. Himino guesses he loves Makima. She is annoyed that he and Aki like Makima. She then lies next to him and tells him they should do it. Himino takes Denji to her place and puts him on her bed. She then goes to take a shower and after that opens a beer. She hears Denji waking up and asking for water and goes and gives him a beer with her mouth. Himino then wonders why is Denji there and if she brought him home. She guesses that Denji loves Makima and is annoyed a bit as Aki also loves her. She lies next to Denji and tells him they should do it. Denji wonders what she means and Himino states it's sex. She tells him to raise his hands and starts taking off his shirt. Denji wonders if that is okay as his first kiss was supposed to be with Makima, but gave it to Himino, who vomited in his mouth if he wants his first time to be taken by Himino too, but quickly confirms it for himself. Himino proceeds to take off his pants but finds Chupa Chups in his pocket.
ポッケになんか入っちょるよ。
Seeing the Chupa Chups, Denji recalls a bit earlier when he wasn't feeling good due to the vomit and Makima told him to go outside for some fresh air. Makima then brought him some nausea medicine. Denji shares that he had a bad first kiss and even if he kiss a different woman now, he will be thinking of the taste of vomit. Makima was licking a Chupa Chups and pulls it out and puts it into Denji's mouth. She tells him that he probably won't forget the taste of vomit, but he will experience all kinds of first tastes, and for example, his first indirect kiss tastes like a cola-flavored Chupa Chups. Himino had fallen asleep, while Denji is lying on the ground next to the bed. He looks at the Chupa Chups and apologizes to Pochita, but states he wants to save his first time for Makima. In the morning, Himino wakes up Denji and while they eat breakfast, she explains she doesn't remember anything from last night and wonders if she did anything to Denji. He tells her that he won't do it with the vomit lady and is saving his first time for Makima. Himino is glad as otherwise she could be arrested for doing it with a minor. After a moment, she adds that Denji is strange and most people would have felt uncomfortable and left by now. But Denji doesn't understand why would he leave when there is free food. Himino guesses that he loves Makima and wonders if he will still love her even if she had a bad personality. As Denji confirms, Himino decides to help him and set him up with her. Himino offers a secret alliance, she will help him with Makima, while Denji helps her with Aki. Denji agrees and Himino states they are no longer senior and junior, but friends. She tells him he can come sometimes for breakfast with Aki and Power, but Denji wonders if Makima would come too. Makima is on the train heading to Kyoto to meet with her bosses. She doesn't want to meet them as she finds them scary and wants to buy a lunchbox. In a tunnel, a bit before Kyoto, the men sitting in the front and behind Makima pull out guns and shoot her along with her assistant. The men make a call and state they can start the operation. Division 4 members are all out on different missions, but then all of them get attacked. Denji, Himino, Aki and Power are eating at a ramen shop. Denji hears some gunshots, but Power states it was drums. A man can't believe Denji is eating ramen freely and wonders if it doesn't taste terrible. Denji states it tastes fine to him, but the man adds that he can't judge the taste of food. He guesses that's understandable as he only ate the same thing as a child. The man adds that his grandpa was the nicest person and brought him to fancy restaurants all the time. He was Yakuza, but was a necessary evil and only killed a few women and children. The man then pulls out a picture of him and his grandpa, who is the Yakuza that was hiring Denji as Devil Hunter. He explains that the gun devil wants Denji's heart and then pulls out a gun and shoots Denji in the head. He proceeds to shoot at the others, but Power punches him and Aki uses the Fox Devil, eating the man. Aki then looks around and sees that Denji and Himino are shot. The Fox Devil tells Aki that he put something monstrous in her mouth, which is not a human, nor a devil. The man then transforms similarly to Denji, but with swords instead of chainsaws, opens the Fox Devil's head and comes out. Aki pulls out his sword and tells Power to stop Himino's bleeding. Power is surprised to see that Aki's sword is a large nail. As the Katana man stands, Aki pierces him with his sword and a devil states 3. They start fighting and Aki pierces him a second time, with the devil stating 2. He immediately pierces him one more time with the devil stating 1. The man pushes Aki away, having enough of him, but Aki then asks the cursed devil to kill him. The cursed devil then states 0 and appears grabbing the man and killing him. Aki wonders how Himino and Power state she needs to be taken to the hospital. Aki adds that only police officers and devil hunters can have guns in Japan. A woman then shows up, guessing that if Aki runs his nail through someone a few times, the cursed devil will kill him. Aki wonders from where he came and if he is an ally to that man. She places her hand on Katana Man and makes him stand up. She wonders how he lost and Katana Man states he let his guard down. She tells him to then go and kill. Katana Man then takes a stance and in an instant moves past Aki, while slashing him. As Aki is still alive, she tells Katana Man to finish him off. Himino tells Power to help Aki, but Power refuses as he couldn't even see Katana Man's attack. Himino calls the ghost devil, but the devil states that the woman is scary. Himino spits some blood, guessing that this is her end. She offers to give all of herself to the ghost devil if she can use the whole ghost devil. The ghost devil accepts and fully appears, and then engages Katana Man in a fight. Himino states that the devil hunters get used to death and stop crying, but Aki always cries when his newbies die, and it must be a good feeling to have someone care and cry for you. Himino loses her both arms, but the ghost devil overpowers Katana Man. Himino tells Aki to not die and when she dies, she hopes that he can cry for her. Katana Man asks for help and the woman calls the snake devil, which bites off the ghost devil's head. Ghost devil is defeated and Aki turns towards Himino, but sees that only her clothes remain.